The episode opens with our main hero, whose name is Taizung. He quickly exits a building, gets on his bike, and is heading somewhere. Upon entering a tunnel, we realized he was following a yellow car. He cuts his bike in front of the car. The driver is about to kill him, but Taizung manages to angle his bike upwards. He stares at the driver and says, "Even if I die today, I'll take you to hell with me. Just wait, no one can escape me." However, we don't see the driver's face. We then flash back to see how all this began. Taizung is working as usual, as delivery man, going door to door delivering products. At night, he talks to his younger brother, asking how he is, if he's eaten, how his studies are going, and if he can impress him this time. His brother's name is Taijin. There is another delivery man who bumped into a girl. He apologizes to the girl, but the girl curses him out. Her boyfriend is also present. Taizung approaches the delivery guy and says he can't make a delivery there because of heavy traffic. The man explains that things were installed there yesterday, which might be the reason. As they are looking at their products, the same girl and her BF arrive in a car. They take the product and throw it away before speeding off. Taizung watches the car, but he's not done. He starts his bike and begins to follow them. Although it takes a while, he finally gets in front of their car, takes the product, throws it back into their car, and says, "You didn't pay for this." The girl looks around and says, "The people are watching us, just give him the money." Her BF complies. In the next scene, Taizung talks to his friend, explaining what he did. This happens in front of an academy. Then his brother, Taijin, showed up. Taizung had asked him to come there. Later, they are in a garden, and Taizung is giving him food. Taijin asks why he is still working. Taizung replies that he still has many things to do. Taijin then asks about his shop. He shows the shop, which is about plants. Taizung says its opening is coming soon. He then asks Taijin why he isn't eating. Taijin says he will eat while watching a show. Taizung yells, telling him not to waste time and to focus on his studies. Taijin assures him he'll pass this time. Looking at the shop, it seems like their mom might have done the decoration, but Taizung says she didn't, he did it. He mentions learning many things from mom when Taijin wasn't around. He says he will go alone next time to respect mom, as Taijin's exams are coming up and he needs to focus. In the next scene, Taizung brings some wooden pieces upstairs. We see 3 of his friends helping him decorate the shop. Then, the Taizung's girlfriend, named Suji, arrives. After finishing the work, they gossip a bit. He thanks his friends for what they did today and says he will pay them. They should give him their account numbers. After everyone leaves, Suji tells Taizung as she leaves, "You keep doing 2 jobs. Doesn't it tire you out?" He says he has to keep doing it until Taijin graduates. He asks if she's not going home. She says she won't go tonight and will sleep there. She asks if that's okay, and he agrees. They kiss later. In the morning, an alarm beeps while they are sleeping. Taizung wakes up, prepares food for Suji, and then starts his delivery job as usual. He arrives at an apartment to deliver something. He was about to take the lift, but it had already gone. As he comes down the stairs, he notices a plant whose leaves are drying up. He moves this plant into a little bit of sunlight and writes a note for the owner saying the plant needs some sun so its leaves don't dry out. Taizung makes more deliveries. An old lady nearby asks for help. Taizung says he'll be right there after his delivery. He helps the old lady by taking her bag where she directs him. In the evening, while drinking coffee, a nearby phone rings. He picks it up. A girl on the other end asks where the phone is. He tells her it was found in the bushes outside this convenience store. The girl asks if he can bring the phone to her, but he says he can't because he has more deliveries. He offers to leave it at the convenience store for her to pick up. The girl says her mother injured her foot and can't come. She offers him a lot of money if he comes to her location, stating the price. He agrees, saying, "Okay, I'm coming. Send me the address." First, he goes into the store, throws his coffee into the dustbin, and leaves. Taizung arrives at the address, but no one is there. He wonders to himself, what kind of place is this? Then, the girl calls him back. She asks if he reached the location. Taizung confirms and mentions there's a tunnel nearby, saying he doesn't know where her house is. The girl says she can't meet a stranger or reveal where she lives. She instructs him to place the phone in a box inside the tunnel and says his money is there too. He agrees. He goes to the box, places the phone, and checks the money. As he is leaving, a truck drives very close to him. Taizung calls him crazy, saying he barely escaped. He gets on his bike and leaves. That evening, it rains. Taizung brings his plants inside. He notices 2 plants and tends to them. He takes photos of them and sends them to Suji. We see some men enter the house near the door. A short while later, they knock on the door. Taizung asks who it is. Just as he is about to open the door, the police arrive and arrest him, stating, "You are arrested for rape and murder." As he is being taken to the police station, the media surrounds him. It is reported that a 20-year-old girl's body was found near the river, and a suspect has been apprehended. The whole country is watching the news. Suji is at her cafe working, unaware of what happened. She calls Taizung, asking if he's busy. Taizung is being interrogated. They show him the victim's photo, but Taizung shouts, "I don't know who this is. Why did you bring me here? You shouldn't do this. We have no warrant." The police say they don't need one. Taizung insists he doesn't know what's going on, but his shop is open, and he asks to use his phone to call his friend to check on his plants. The police tell him to stop talking nonsense. Forensic experts arrive and ask Taizung to open his mouth. He complies. In the next scene, we see Suji realizing what happened to Taizung. Taizung is in jail. His friends come to visit. They ask how he is. Taizung says he doesn't know, but he feels better now that they are here. He says he doesn't know what happened, but asks them for a favor, to go to his shop and look after the plants. His friends tell him he isn't understanding, but his personal life has been exposed. He says he doesn't understand what they mean. We then see what happened. Suji is approaching the shop, but there are filthy comments written around, like, "She's a slut, she shouldn't be here." Taizung is talking to a police officer at the station. A lawyer is nearby talking to his client. Taizung asks the officer when he can get out. The officer tells him to stop talking nonsense, saying they know he must have killed her. Taizung shouts that he did nothing and questions their authority. The lawyer is still there, looking at Taizung. Suji watches the news about Taizung on TV. Later, she meets the lawyer, and Taijin is also there. Taizung's friends ask Suji what's going on. Suji tells them she hired the lawyer and they can't just sit back, they have to get Taizung out. She asks if he's meeting her, but he declines, saying he will meet Taizung tomorrow. The next day, Suji visits him. Taizung apologizes for what's happening to her, saying he doesn't know what to do or why this is happening. Suji asks if he has anything else to say. Taizung asks what she wants to hear, insisting he did nothing. Suji says that's what she wanted to hear, that she believes him, and tells him to stay strong, promising to fight for him. In the next scene, they talk to the lawyer again. The lawyer explains they need to prove that Taizung was busy with his work on the day the girl died. They mention Taizung was very busy and will prepare his agenda soon. They are preparing the agenda for the day of the incident and the day before, and they also come to Taizung to ask what he was doing at specific times. He tells them everything about where he was and what he was doing. After some time, they prepare the list. The lawyer looks at the list and says it's impressive, that he has prepared everything, and they might win. Suji looks at the list and tells herself, "You were so busy that you didn't even eat on time. You should have eaten at least something." In the next scene, everyone is in court. Taizung's lawyer first presents what Taizung was doing on the day the girl died, emphasizing how busy he was with his work. He then presents testimonials from many people confirming that Taizung is a good person and couldn't have done such a thing. The lawyer who spoke to Taizung earlier tells him, "I know you're a good person. Everything stated here is true. But some things are bothering me. You went to this apartment for a delivery, but the victim lived in the same building. You were there for 7 minutes. May I ask what you did there?" Taizung thinks, then tells them there was a plant whose leaves were drying, so he wrote a note for the owner to see it. The lawyer says that's possible. Taizung is confused, asking why he would have the victim's phone. The lawyer states he went to the convenience store and had the victim's phone. Taizung explains how he got it, saying he received a call asking him to pick up the phone, and the caller offered him money in return. Taizung insists he didn't know it was the victim's phone. The lawyer shows a photo and asks if he took the phone there. He confirms, saying she told him to put it in the box and refused to meet him as a stranger. However, the lawyer then says the victim's body was found within a 40-meter radius of him. He shows a crime scene photo of how the victim was killed. Suji notices that there was also a bracelet at the scene, which is the same one Taizung had, although no one else knows this yet. The lawyer adds, "We examined your semen sample, and it was found on the victim's body." Taizung screams, "I didn't do anything. I'm innocent." He is restrained. The lawyer then shows a photo and says, "You mentioned a plant, but we asked the tenants, and there is no plant there." In the next scene, Suji talks to Taizung. First, she informs him that their lawyer has resigned. Then, she asks him, "Where is your bracelet?" He replies that he doesn't have it and doesn't know where he dropped it. Suji starts crying and says, "I don't want to regret siding with you later. I didn't know you would turn out like this. You already know I'm not good at waiting. I can't wait for you." Taizung insists he didn't do anything and asks her to believe him, but she doesn't. She takes off her bracelet, gives it to him, and leaves. In the next scene, all the prisoners are brought to a large prison. Taizung is among them, looking scared. He somehow gets inside. A security guard talks to a prisoner.